So it looks like this. It adds big diamonds at the bottom of your work, then a network above and some diamonds over there as well. This is to be sewn to your work afterwards. So you work this piece and then sew it to the edge of your work. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the cluster diamond edging. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook and some acrylic yarn size 4. So to create this design, you want to start with a chain of 20. This is going to be worked lengthwise, and then you can attach it to your work. So you're going to chain 20. I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll see you when I'm done. All right, so I've got my chain 20 here, and now we are going to start the repeat. So we're going to do 1 single crochet into the 11th chain from the hook. So we're going to count 11 chains. 2, 4, let me see, 6, 8, 10, and 11. Into that 11th chain, you're going to do 1 single crochet. Now we are going to skip 2 chains and do 5 double crochets into the next. So you're skipping 1, 2, into the next, 5 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, into the same chain, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and we created this kind of fan of double crochets here. Continuing on, I just want to make a point here that the next chain has gotten kind of tight. This happens when you work these many stitches into one chain. So you got to be careful not to miss that. There is a chain right there. So continuing on, we are going to skip the next 2 chains. So the one that's tight and the next one. And into the next, you're going to work 1 single crochet. Now we're going to do a chain 5. You're going to skip 2 chains, and then that's going to bring you to the very last chain, into which you want to do 1 single crochet. So this here is the end of row 1. For row 2, we're going to start with a chain 3. And now we're going to flip our work. We're going to work 5 double crochets into the first stitch. So into the single crochet, you want to work 5 double crochets, all into the same place. So I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, I just did the 5 double crochets into the first single crochet there. And now we're going to do 1 single crochet into the next chain 5 space. So around the chain space, you can just insert your hook and do a single crochet. Now we are going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to skip 2 double crochets, and into the next, do a single crochet. So basically into the 3rd double crochet of the fan here, into there, a single crochet. Now we are going to do a chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're going to work a single crochet into the 3rd chain of the turning chain. So basically, we're going to count 3 chains after the single crochet. So the single crochet is here, and attached to it is some chains. So you count 1, 2, 3. Into that 3rd chain, insert your hook, grab the yarn, and do a single crochet. Now that there is the end of row 2. For row 3, you're going to start with a chain 7. And now you can flip your work. We're going to do 1 single crochet into the next chain 5 space. So around the chain space, insert your hook and do a single crochet. Now you're going to chain 5. And then you're going to work 1 single crochet into the next chain 5 space. So around the chain, do a single crochet. Now we're going to work 5 double crochets into the next single crochet, which is this one here. So into the single crochet, work 5 double crochets. That's 1, 2, I'm going to do this quick. 3, and 5. And I've worked another fan of double crochets there. And now we are going to skip 2 of the double crochets. You know how you have a fan right here. So you're skipping 2 double crochets, and into the next one, you're going to do 1 single crochet, which is the 3rd double crochet of that fan. A single crochet there. Now you want to skip the last 2 double crochets, and into the top of the turning chain, you're going to work 5 double crochets. So you have the 2 last double crochets there, and then a turning chain. So on top of the turning chain, we are going to work 5 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there you have it. So we're creating this kind of fans on top of one another. You have 3 of the fans of 5 double crochets here. That there is the end of row 3. We're going to move on to row 4, and you're going to chain 1 and flip your work. Now we're going to do a slip stitch into each of the next 2 double crochets. So the first double crochet, do a slip stitch, and the second double crochet, slip stitch. Now we're going to do 1 single crochet into the next double crochet. Now you're going to skip the next 2 double crochets and then work 5 double crochets into the single crochet. So you're skipping the last 2 double crochets. The next one's a single crochet into which you want to do 5 double crochets. All into the same spot, and I'm going to do this quite fast. This is my 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Continuing the repeat, we are going to skip the next 2 double crochets of the next fan, and then you want to do 1 single crochet into the next. Now we're going to work a chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you want to work 1 single crochet into the next chain 5 space, which is this one here. Around the chain, just 1 single crochet. Now we are going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you want to do 1 single crochet into the 3rd chain of the turning chain. So again, we're going to count from the single crochet. The first chain attached to it is the first one. So 1, 2, 3. Into that 3rd chain, insert your hook and do a single crochet. Now that there is the end of row 4. And now for row 5, we're going to do a chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And you're going to flip your work. Now we're going to work 1 single crochet into the next chain 5 space. So around the chain, just a single crochet. And then you're going to work 5 double crochets into the next single crochet. So into this one here, you work 5 double crochets. That's 1. I'm going to do these fast again. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we are going to chain 5, or sorry, no. After the 5 double crochets into the single crochet, my bad, you actually want to do 1 single crochet into the next chain 5 space. So around the chain space, insert your hook and do a single crochet. Now we want to chain 5. Now we're going to skip the single crochet and 2 double crochets. And into the next one, you're going to do 1 single crochet. The stitch you just went into is the 3rd double crochet of that fan. And that's basically the end of row 5. So we are working the sample lengthwise, as I mentioned at the beginning, meaning this actually will lay like this. The design lays like that. The chains here is what you attach to your work. This is the front side of it, and you're going to be creating these diamonds all along. In my case here, you're working it this direction, right, to make it grow. Once you have the piece that you want, then you can actually attach to your work by joining at the chains up here, making sure that you're spacing it out the correct way. So after row 5, what you want to do is repeat rows 2 through 5, however many times you need to create the length that you want, and then attach it to your project, making sure that the right side is facing up. Okay, this is absolutely stunning. The reason why it's worked lengthwise is because you want to you can add more diamonds as you go along, and it sits kind of like this. So you've got your diamonds at the bottom, but also these ones kind of in the middle. Also those kind of networks of chains throughout. So the cool thing about this is that you can make it, as big as you need, just adding those diamonds as you go along. And as mentioned, you can just sew the chains onto the actual work. So this is quite interesting. I don't think I've ever done anything like this before, where you work the other way, but it's super pretty and a really beautiful detail to add to the edge of your work.
Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.